everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we're flipping through my two 2024 bullet journals and reflecting on the past year a little bit. We'll start with this green Mellow Days journal that I used from January to June. The special point about this journal is that the paper is better suited for watercolors compared to regular bullet journals. However, I feel like I didn't use that function much because it's still not enough for big watercolor paintings or something you might need, a few layers for. And I often tend to add some colored background papers for my themes anyway, so that kind of defeats the purpose. Anyway, right from the start, I must say that the yearly pages at the start of both of these journals were probably my favorite yearly setups I've ever done. I went with quite a scrapbooky style that I've used on some other themes this year as well. My bullet journaling style is definitely quite artsy. I sometimes get comments that my videos are more about painting than bullet journaling, and I completely see that. I almost consider these journals as my sketchbooks as much as a planner, which makes flipping through them extremely fun and rewarding. This was my 6th year of bullet journaling, so my style has definitely evolved throughout the years. If you see some of my earlier videos, the themes are much simpler. But if you've been following my latest few videos, you probably know that this was also my last year of bullet journaling, at least for now. I've always had 2 goals for this hobby, and the first one is, of course, to be more organized, both in my life and in my mind. But my other goal has always been to improve my artistic skills. And let me tell you, drawing or painting consistently every month for over 6 years has made a huge difference. However, I feel like I'm at the point where I would like to upgrade from the bullet journal and start creating bigger paintings and not always need to consider a specific theme that is different enough from things that I've created in the past. I already mentioned this in my previous video, but starting oil painting is one of my big goals for the next year, as well as really diving deeper into certain art styles and starting to explore my own style even further. But enough about that for now, so let's get back to the journal. This year, there were quite a few months when I was really low on time and couldn't spend too much time on creating everything from scratch. So I think I was using stickers and other decoration items a little bit more than in previous years. But looking back, I think they add a really pretty look to the pages. It definitely makes the pages look fuller and more interesting in a way. You can also see that there are quite a few empty pages in my journal, especially some weekly pages that I never filled or used, and empty reflection sections towards the end of the year especially. That hasn't changed much. I've always had some empty sections because I think the key to long-time bullet journaling is finding a balance that works for you and not forcing yourself to use your journals when it really doesn't benefit you. However, I have had some major motivation issues this year as well, which I think also contributes to the empty sections. There is also no December theme this year. As I mentioned in the November Plan With Me video, this is always a really busy time of the year for me, so I decided to leave it out to help myself a little bit. When it comes to my personal favorite theme from this year, it's probably the first January theme. I just love the blue tones and the foil effect in the flowers, or maybe September with the fall colors and scrapbooky style. It's always very difficult for me to choose a favorite because I also can't help thinking how it was like to set up these themes. If I was in a hurry or, stress filming late at night, it's hard for me to look at those themes very fondly. And my favorite painting of the year is a little bit easier for me to choose. It's definitely the April cover painting with the cherry blossom scenery. I always love to hear your guys' favorite themes as well, so if there's something that catches your eye, please let me know in the comments. Then in July, I switched to this beautiful lace flower journal for the second half of the year, which is from Lila Journal's shop. already hands down gets the most beautiful journals award from me. Her journals are so pretty and different from anything else in the market, at least as far as I've come across, which is honestly so impressive. Her shop is linked down below in case you want to check it out. I've always thought about making journals myself too. I've gotten quite a few questions about it throughout the years from you guys, but after seeing the logistic nightmare that storing and moving a bunch of journals seems to be, I think I've decided to stick with the smaller stuff like stickers and washi tapes for now. And for any new viewers, I have a small art and stationery shop which takes up most of my time in the day-to-day, so that's probably the biggest reason I haven't had as much time to just film videos as I used to a few years ago. However, I do have a lot of plans for the next year, and for the first time in a while, I'm actually really inspired to film videos as well. And don't get me wrong, I have never minded filming these videos. I see it as part of my job and I have the best job in the world, so I will never complain about that. But moving forward, I want to be able to speed up the process a little bit and not spend so long on one of these journaling videos. I hope it means that I have more time to give smaller updates or snippets into my daily life and journaling a little bit more as well. We'll see what the next year brings. And I already talked about the Hobonichi journal and a lot of my new tools in my recent haul video, and I will also post a separate 2025 journal setup video in the next few weeks, probably after my own Black Friday shop launch and sale is over. One thing I'm a little sad and disappointed in myself with is how much empty space I have at the end of these journals, especially the second one since I missed one full month. However, as I showed after the June setup, I do use the empty pages to swatch and take pictures of my shop products, and I think next year with the Hobonichi I will need to keep using these old bullet journals for that. So I have hope that I don't need to waste all of this high quality paper. But then I do want to end this video by recommending a few other bullet journal channels that have a pretty similar style to mine, something more artsy rather than a minimalistic approach, and that make monthly videos as well. I know some of you find it very disappointing that I'm moving to a different journal and will probably focus on more easier decoration methods from now on, so I just want to share some options for you guys. So I definitely recommend you to check out Cherries, who makes so much effort for her themes every month. Same goes for Heda from Mochi Bujo, who I'm sure many of you already know. And if you're into gorgeous dark academia scrapbook vibes, Savannah Scribbles is a must follow. And if you're into a little bit cuter style, you should definitely check out Loteng Studio. These are only few of the ones I could name, so I will list all of these channels and more in the description, so please see that too. I will also link a playlist of all my bullet journal plan with me. There's 6 years worth of them and I don't think I've ever skipped a month, so I hope rewatching some will give you inspiration as well. But I guess that's all for today and for this little bit shorter video. I hope you'll still give my new monthly plan with me videos a go next year. And for those of you who have been here mainly for the art, I will continue making monthly painting videos as well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you more than I can ever explain. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!